Simmons United.
Hey,
I want money. I don't want to see no song. I don't want to see no song.
Where's my money? How come I never get my money? I never get my money.
Need some money to go.
So if we all come together, we know what to do. We all come together just to sing We Love You. And if we all come together, we know what to do. We all come together just for you.
Okay, T-Star, Simheads United, you know what time it is. Sim football community, I am making this short film or this video basically because I feel like it's time for us who want simulation to have simulation and let those who want arcade have arcade. And what I mean by that, let me explain myself. There are some of us out here who really is pushing for a simulated football game, and then there are some of us out here who are pushing for an arcade game and saying how we would like for it to be remade into a simulation game, and this leaves no room for doubt. Now, as far as with the tug of war that's going on with the community, if you just go ahead and separate and let those who want arcade have arcade, and those who want simulation have simulation, then it'll be no more words for war, and we have no tug of war. On the meantime, if those who really want to take focus to the truth and the reason why we are fighting so hard, it's not even about the game, it's about the NFL licensing agreement with Electronic Arts. And if we stay on that focus, then we wouldn't have to put shameful words on comments and talk about each other, because everybody will be up under the same agenda. But since it's not like that, then let those who want simulation have simulation, and those who want arcade have arcade. And that way, while EA sit back and watch, they can get that crowd who they really want, which is going to be the arcade crowd. Meanwhile, truly there's no winner to the whole thing unless that license for Electronic Arts and the NFL is diminished. Now, if you look at EA stock, their stock has been doing poorly, even with the release of NCAA 13, which has been doing poorly itself. Their stock is down under $12 now. And in the upcoming video, you're going to see the CEO basically tell a lie about microtransactions and charging. You just listen for yourself.
And I mean, everyone online is talking about how great this demo looks. You guys are in this head-to-head battle with Call of Duty. You feel pretty good about how it's looking?
You know, I couldn't feel better about it. And first off, there's nothing better than a Clash of the Titans. You know, we picked the window to launch our game in right on top of that.
Right.
We want to go after them head-to-head. We think we've got better technology, better game engine.
Yeah.
We think we got better online. We think that we have a better game.
Tell me a bit about, your strategy for online as well, because there's been a lot of talk about, Activision trying to nickel and dime their fans, and you have a view that's different, right?
Well, first up, I've got nothing against subscription when you've got the content to back it up. But when there's a $59 packaged goods game for console, that's the price. For the most part, that's the price. And we've got incredible online features that support anything and everything from community to extra content the consumer's going to want to engage in. And so we think the right price for that is free. Mm-hmm. Now, the other guys are going to charge. We think that's an advantage for us.
Did you all hear free?
Simple as that.
Now watch this. Here it comes.
The second thing, and this is the point that I think might be lost on many, is a big and substantial portion of digital revenues or microtransactions. When you are 6 hours into playing Battlefield and you run out of ammo in your clip, and we ask you for $1 to reload, essentially what ends up happening, and the reason the play first, pay later model works so nicely, is the consumer gets engaged in a property. They might spend 10, 20, 30, 50 hours on the game. And then when they're deep into the game, they're well invested in it. We're not gouging, but we're charging. And at that point in time, the commitment can be pretty high. As a personal anecdote, I spent about $5,000 calendar year to date on doing just this thing, this type of thing on our products and others. I can readily attest to how well it works. But it's a great model, and I think it represents a substantially better future for the industry.
In the end, we must understand how microtransactions work. They are hidden charges into video games. And as long as those hidden charges are into the video games, we're being charged blindly by Electronic Arts. I think this is unfair practice, and I think personally anybody who pushes this company is very unfair themselves. This is Tony Starr. Thank you for joining me.